Hello, everybody. This is Linda DeVitas, owner and founder of healingsonthego.com. I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium, certified healer, Reiki healer, crystal dolphin healer, professional space clearer, an author, candle manifestation channeling. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Today, I'm waiting for my special guest. I think he's running a little late, Kendall Bell, but once he tunes on, he will be right with us. How's everyone doing today? Welcome, welcome, everybody. Quick hello to Ria. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you so much. Today, we're going to talk about energy and how it affects us all. We've been going through some hard times with the new moon. The eclipses have been really hard, and just the energy in general. So, we ask, what is energy? Energy is everywhere. And right now, we're going through a lot of mass consciousness, the energy that we went through in the new moon and the eclipse energy threw a lot of people off. A lot of people had anxiety, sadness, stress. They were going through some tough times. I had to do a lot of candles, candle manifestation channeling. If you haven't heard about them, well, they're amazing. They have performed a lot of miracles thanks to God's energy. They're very powerful. They're very healing, and you can do them for any intention you're looking for, to open the doors for prosperity or open the doors for love and healing. So there's a whole bunch of things that they're very beneficial for. I'm actually writing my second book about the God's intervention through the candles. So the energy in eclipse is actually life changing. It could be a new move, it can be a new relationship, it can be so many things. And it just caused a lot of disturbances. A lot of people were calling me. Hi, Anne. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Phil. Thank you for joining, everybody. Please do like and share. I'm waiting for Kendall. I think he's running a little late, but once he comes on, he will join me. Hopefully, he comes on and he doesn't have any difficulties. Um, so energy that came through the eclipse was very disturbing, and a lot of people got rattled. But as I said, it's better to cleanse yourself. So during that time of the new moon, it's good to do healings to clear the energy from the mass consciousness that we're picking up right now. There's a lot of fear going on in different forms. So you can feel fearful for no reason. And you're like, why do I feel scared? Well, it's because if you're sensitive enough, you're picking up on everyone's energy. And the mass consciousness produces a lot of fear, anxiety, stress. Some people had palpitations, other people had depression. I know I felt depressed a couple of days ago, and I'm like, that's not like me. So I knew that I had to do a quick clearing. And you can do anything, something simple as to just a selenite wand, which is very effective. Selenite is very good to clear the energy from any anxiety. When I can't sleep at night and I feel like there's something weird in the air, I take my selenite stone and I hold on to it. And I just take some deep breaths, and it really does clear you. Hi, Tony. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. So selenite is very good when you feel anxiety, stress. And at night, I sometimes feel my body going zzz. So I would take the selenite and I would just hold on to it, and I fall asleep with it, because energy is very powerful. And especially the light workers and the empaths, people that are sensitive enough to feel the energy. Also, now in the winter time, we are going through the energy of what was like the squirrels that store up for the summer, for the spring. And that energy is different from spring energy. Spring energy is very welcoming. As you see, the birds are chirping and there's a lot of positivity. Everything's happy, the flowers are blooming. So out of the winter that we went through, now everything's opening, a time of renewal and growth. So basically planting seeds for a new beginning, planting seeds of what do we want in this life. So focusing in on it, Thank you, Ria. Thank you for the stars. You guys are awesome. Thank you. So, planting seeds and focusing not what I lack, because even the best of us, sometimes we're like, we don't have enough. We don't, have enough money. We don't have enough this and that. But we have to change our focus. And heck, I'm not a perfect either. Sometimes I do think like, could be better, but planting seeds of positivity, feeling that you have it already, feeling that, yes, I will have a lot of money, and actually visualizing it so important. I told my friend that has a lot of lack in finance. I told her, as you're laying on your bed, what you do is just visualize a lot of money coming to you. Hi, Allison. I hope you heard from Kendall. I hope he's coming on and he doesn't have difficulties. Welcome, my sweet. I hope he's, his internet's working and everything's going well. We're waiting for him. So, laying down and focusing on what you want. And that works because I had her doing that and she won like a $50 scratch off. I'm like, don't even tie yourself to, I wish I get it. Just see you getting it. And she was laying down, visualizing a lot of money. So that's how you plant seeds. People say, okay, it's the new moon. How do I plant seeds? That's how you do it. You focus like I have it already instead of I wish I had it. Okay, thank you. Please do let me know. Maybe he fell asleep. Poor Kendall, he's tired. Um, so planting seeds and not feeling like you're lacking, even in relationships. So let's say, for example, you feel stressed out with your love life. Instead of focusing on the negative, focus on the positive. Visualize both of you with love. Send the love energy because we all have powers in us. We just have to learn how to project it to other people. Like with your relationships, you just visualize that, yes, I am going to send that love energy instead of bitterness. A lot of people worry a lot. What is anxiety? Anxiety is a form of stress, thinking too much into the future. So when you focus on fear, what happens? Everything clams up. You feel stuck and stressed out. You feel like things are not working your way. You feel like things are not happening the way you want it to happen, but you don't even know because you're assuming the worst. So try to take it day by day. As Eckhart Tolle, he would say, live in the moment. And that's how you live in the moment, by being present in the now. And you can't go back and change things and say, oh, I wish that I had done something different. I hate when people tell me that. They're like, I mean, I don't hate it, but it doesn't serve your highest good because you can't go back, but you can turn it for the positive. You could say, today I'm going to make it a better day. And you will make it a better day because that's your intention. You can never go back, unfortunately, as hard as it is, and things that you regret, but you always have to think that that path that you were on then is bringing you somewhere where you are now. So every twist and turn is bringing you for a better future. That's what I believe. I believe the mistakes that we think are mistakes are actually learning experiences. So this energy that we can transform it to positive, even if it's a negative. Like now we're in retrograde for another month. During retrograde, to you're not allowed basically to do surgeries because they're supposed to be very negative. Retrograde is when the planets are out of whack, and then it affects people differently. So people like to blame things on the retrograde. They would say, oh, I feel cranky because of the retrograde. So they blame all that stuff now. And by the end of May, I believe May 14th, I forgot what day exactly, we get out of retrograde. So now is not a good time to do surgeries or anything major because the planets are not aligned. So do not do anything that is surgery, dental, things that you feel like, oh, I have to go through a surgery. Don't do it. So eclipse energy. Again, life changes, times of change. It's a very powerful time where things, you don't even want them to change. And all of a sudden, guess what? You change, everything changes, and you're like, wow, what happened? I wasn't planning to get another job, or I wasn't planning to end my relationship, or I wasn't planning to do so many things. Changes will happen. And as the angels say, it's for your highest good of all. Highest good of all things. Basically, changes are good changes. Even though personally, I don't really like changes. I'm the kind of person that likes things the same thing because everyone is scared of change, but I've learned to adapt to that, that things will get better. And changes are actually a good thing because imagine we were stuck doing the same thing for eternity. How boring that would be. I know people that love to change their house, which is really good because of the energy. The energy sometimes gets trapped in corners. So if you turn the, like, let's say you turn your refrigerator or you turn your cabinet or you turn your table, changes are good because you're making the energy turn and clear. And actually, you cleanse it first. So, how do you cleanse your space? I do professional space clearing, and basically, it's a more deeper form of space clearing. Is like, oh, Kendall is on. Yay! Well, welcome, Kendall. Welcome. I would like to introduce my special guest, Kendall Bell. You forgot about me, huh? Oh, I'm so glad you're on. Unfortunately, I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all. Ah, I'm so happy you're on. Did you fall asleep? Oh my gosh. I'm so happy you're on, Kendall. That's awesome. I can't hear you though. Change your maybe the microphone.
Nothing.
Something's off.
You got me?
Now I hear
Can you
you.
hear me?
Yay.
Sorry. Hey. I apologize. I having technical difficulties over here. I'm listening.
I
Thank
was
you.
like, what happened? I tried calling you. I knew you had technical difficulties.
Thank you for having me.
How you doing, my sweet? Did you fall asleep? You did.
Earlier.
Ah, that is so
I have
funny.
been I have been working so hard. Oh, it has been
Ah, you poor thing. You're drained out. Thank you,
it's been a
Jimmy.
lot, but I'm
Welcome,
here.
welcome. He said, cool show. Anne is telling you, hi, Kendall. She's glad you made it. Oh, you froze. Okay, good. You're
Hey
there
man.
now.
Keep 'em up.
So, my
Yes,
sweet
yeah.
soul, how are you
Yeah.
feeling today? How are you feeling,
I'm good
Kendall?
today. I don't know,
Awesome.
my energy has been, can you hear me?
Yeah, tell me about your energy. Go
My
ahead.
energy, my energy energy. I just feel tired. I'm working, like I'm working, but I'm tired, and
Ah,
wake up tired. The last few days, I've woken up tired. I go to bed tired, but gotta fight through it. And I just finding some time. I was actually meditating, and I didn't wake up.
oh, I was like, his phone is
So,
off. Oh my God, I was panicking.
yeah,
Ah.
yeah. I apologize. I jumped up, and I'm like, oh my god, Linda, I can feel you.
I was like, wake up, what happened to you? uh,
Yeah. We'll
that
keep it
is so
real with you.
funny.
But yeah, no, it's
Awesome.
just a lot of cleansing going off me. I've been drinking a lot of water and just eating. I'm eating good foods, but I'm eating a lot of foods. I got to keep my energy up, and I've just been, trying to just, stay focused. I've had a lot of things happening right now. A lot of things are revealing themselves. People, places, be in my life. They're just showing up, and it's our job to recognize them and allow them to do their job and not destroy us, but they do deplete our energy. Um,
Yes, they sure do. They do deplete our energy. They make us feel drained, and they suck on our like psychic vampires, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, and
Unfortunately,
it's
we
time. And
can't
then
have them all around.
yes, this is true. This is true, and this is a part of ascension. This is part of leveling up. This is the part of the solar eclipse. This is what comes with spring. All the seeds that we're planting, they're starting to come into fruition. But again, there's friction there. You know what I mean? It grows in the mud. Seeds grow in the mud. They grow in the darkness. And when we
That's
hit the sunlight, a little times, sometimes we're afraid. We try to go back in because we're not right. We're not used to it. But we can't go back. Can't go back into situations. We can't go back into mindsets, and that's where I'm at right now. So,
Yeah, that's what I
yeah,
said. I said, unfortunately, like some people, not that I hate that they say, but you can't go back, unfortunately. All you got to do is change the future. But I do feel like every door brings you somewhere. So even if it was a negative thing, like I experienced when I was growing up in a haunted house, it did bring me to healing. So
Mhm.
unfortunately, we go through struggles, and only the strong souls come here. As they say, Earth is the most negative from the whole universe. So us, we are warriors, and you are especially very strong. So God bless you, Kendall, with all the stuff you're going through, and you're still smiling. God
It's just transformation. I
bless
mean,
you.
my whole thing, and I appreciate you. It's a transformation, and we feel it. And I realized more than ever that God's toughest soldiers, the toughest of us warriors out here, we got to go through things. And it's, like you said, piggybacking off of what you said, it's our perspective. It's all
Right.
about our perspective and how we transmute that energy, how we transmute these lessons, and then how we turn it into information that can help ourselves and help others. So that's why I'm always grateful to be on your show, because I'm
Ah,
always able to talk about things from, that happened in the darkness, but talk about it, in the light as well. And I
exactly.
like transparency. I don't like to only follow the light. I can't find the light without the darkness. So when it
Exactly.
comes to just about our perspective and how we see things and how we view them. That's what it comes down to. No matter what, everything is perspective. Everything is a reflection. And
Exactly. Yeah, we do have to go through the darkness, unfortunately. Without the darkness, you can never see the light.
this is very true. This is very true. And if you think about it, darkness is more powerful than light. You got to think about the entire universe. There's more darkness out there than there is light. You got to think about light within itself. We wouldn't be able to see the light if the darkness wasn't so dense. So
Exactly.
it's just a matter of embracing it and understanding that these changes are only for the good, and knowing that there is no going back, just like you said, no going back.
Exactly. And with that, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back right after these messages. Stay tuned, everybody. Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic clairvoyant medium and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back with my special guest, Kendall Bell. Where is he? He disappeared?
Yeah.
Okay. We're playing magic today.
We are. We're being tested today.
Oh my God, that's funny. Your girlfriend was like, I'm gonna go get him. She's so sweet. She's a sweetheart.
You got my back. But
That is
yes,
so funny. So
yes,
I
and
wanted to talk about energy in the winter. Tell me how you feel about that.
oh man, it's again, it's a yin and yang. The energy in the winters, it's always dense. We want to hibernate. We want to, save money. We want to, you focus on the things that we want to happen in the spring. Energy in the wintertime is it can be good, but it comes back to our perspective. Like me, is a bunch of things that I see that I'm manifesting right now in spring, but they wouldn't have happened if I didn't start the thought process in the wintertime. If I didn't, look at this opportunity of, solitude and being, excluded from things and not wanting to go out. If I looked at it, from that perspective, from a lower vibrational perspective, then I wouldn't be sitting here right now, happy about the things that are happening right now. you know?
Yes.
But the energy from the winter to the spring, it's there's a line between them, and they all play out based off our perspectives.
It's true. And a quick hello to Maria. Thank you for coming on. She said hello, Linda and Kendall.
Hey, Maria,
Hi, Maria. Hi,
I love the
everybody.
audience.
Please do like and share.
Let me
Jimmy said my energy was good yesterday. Sang 6 songs. That's awesome. That's
keep on
good.
singing.
You're keeping your spirits high. That's amazing.
That's it. Keep on singing, and that's one of the things that I notice with myself, and I think whatever I go through, everybody goes through. But I feel like when I'm not creating, when I'm not doing something from inside of me, I don't feel like myself. So yes, whatever you're doing, you keep doing it to raise your vibration. Singing, dancing, you gotta hug a tree, sing. Go sing in
Yes.
public. Go do that one.
Singing is very high vibrational. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah, go sing
It's
in
very
public and bless the people that are around you. Raise their vibration.
good. He said, my wife is out of town. I need to keep busy. That's nice. That's in a positive way.
Like,
That's beautiful. God bless you, Jimmy. So different energy waves. There are a lot of ups and a lot of downs, especially I was talking about earlier, the new moon and eclipse changes without you even wanting to, but they're happening anyways. So would you like to share anything that changed for you, like during the eclipse?
what has changed for me during their eclipse? My my view on a lot of the things that I thought were for me. A lot of the things that I was holding on to in my life that I can't hold on to are
Mhm.
now presenting themselves as an opportunity for me to grow. So with this
Nice.
eclipse, and when it first presented itself towards me, it came in a bad manner. It came in something that was kind of traumatizing.
Wow.
And I took a few days for me to process, but once I processed it and I got through it and I grew through the mud and I saw it from a higher perspective. I realized that it was because I'm holding on too tightly to this mindset and this idea that this is for me. This is what I'm supposed to have in my life. When I don't realize it's a disguised blessing. So a lot of disguised blessings have come through this solar eclipse, and it's
Yeah.
tough to swallow. But again, it's for the best for all of us,
That's right.
no matter what it is that we're being hit with. It's how we take it.
Yes, it's true. It's true. And I've been noticing a lot of angel numbers. So
Hmm.
you know a lot of them. Tell me a few.
Well, 444 is one of the most powerful. 444 are always reassuring you that your angels are beside you,
Oh,
that
wonderful.
they're there. And whenever you see these numbers, whenever I see these numbers, I just close my eyes and I just listen to the soft voice inside. And it's always, I say 10 times out of 10, leading me in the right direction that leads me back to myself, my higher self. 888, numbers of abundance, master numbers. You have master archangels near you. And it's another another way of, knowing that you're on the right path.
Mhm.
The numbers 888. You're on the right path. The thoughts that you're thinking right now, they're going to manifest rapidly. So stay focused on what you want to happen, opposed to what you are seeing from your human eyes. Because we can see things again, like I was just saying about the solar eclipse and things happening. You see things a certain way, but if we're not in that vibration, we don't see them the way that we're supposed to see them. So 888 is always a reminder you're on the right path. Stay focused, stay positive.
Yeah, and 222, I think, is a love number. 222. Whenever I see it, I'm like, oh, love angels.
But
And
that love,
says I stayed really mellow in the eclipse. That's nice.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I've been forced to, whenever things are going on, shifts are going on, I get forced to hibernate. I gotta stay away from
That's
human.
good though.
and I think it happens so my energy isn't compromised. So when I come out of it, it's all my energy, it's all my thoughts, it's all of, I wouldn't say my thoughts, but it's all of what I've processed.
Right.
There's no outside influence inside of it.
That's good because at least you don't bother anybody. It's like cocooning when a butterfly is ready to cocoon and get out of its shell. See, now you're going to have beautiful gifts. Your
Yes.
light is opening and our body is transforming into light workers, light beings. Actually, you're absorbing. Look at your color. Do you see it? You're
What do you
absorbing
see?
a lot of the white light. My friend too, I think she's on Tony, is amazing and she's absorbing a lot of the white light too. And you look like how I saw her picture. It's like it's embedding in you, like the white light's projecting and pushing out what does not serve your highest good. So this is actually a good thing because you're cocooning.
Always when I'm on this show, I tell you
Ah, that's nice. That's why I
that.
have you on often.
You
Everyone
said,
loves you too. So
and
you
I
have
love
to
you
be
all.
on.
Thank
You
you.
make us all happy. So let's see, letting go of what does not serve our highest good. We do have to do that during this time because if we hold on to it, we just get very heavy and we get drained. Yes, Candell is glowing. She's right. You are.
The
You
most
are. You're glowing. Look
divine
at your white
compliments.
light. It's just amazing. You really are.
See, if I was a couple shades lighter, you see me blushing, but yeah, you can't
Uh-uh.
see that. I'm just gonna glow.
But
That's
it's
what I'm gonna do.
beautiful. You can tell you transcended, like the healing went through you, and whatever meditation you did looks awesome. Tony, you too. She was going through some waves, and look at her
Yeah.
color was like all coming out like you.
Hmm.
White light embedded. See, you guys are going through some transitioning. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Blessings to you, Tony. Ah,
Yes, she's
this
amazing.
transitions are tough for me, and it's not for the weak-hearted. And
Exactly.
it's definitely I'm always appreciative to get on this show and share with you guys and be received by you guys the way that I am. So thank you all.
Ah, you're welcome. It's always nice to see you on. So, spiritual death. Tell us about spiritual death.
Spiritual. The energy shifts. It's when the old version, the beta version needs to die, needs to go. And when we want to go to another level, when we are telling ourselves, telling our angels, telling God that we want to go to the next level, guess what? Whatever can't go, it's gonna get assassinated. And
Exactly.
you have to be the sniper. It's just the way it is. And things will come in different forms. Again, it's going to come in heartache. It's going to come in happiness. It's going to come in all different forms, but it's always going to be something that we cannot bring to the next level. And it's going to feel like our whole entire world's falling apart. Our whole entire belief system's falling apart because we need to know now in order to be on a
Yes.
level where, say you want to be an entertainer, right? All right, if you want to be an entertainer, then you need to know how to manage yourself. You need to know how to be professional. You need to know the company that you keep. and how to not allow, certain structures within your foundation, certain mindsets within your foundation. You need to know certain things, so you're going to be tested. You're going to have your family members turn on you when
Yes.
when you make $500. You know what I mean? They're gonna start turning on you and seeing you happy, and not even realizing that you're going through this internal struggle. And then they're gonna start. You're gonna have your friends turn on you. You're gonna have, you may lose your job. You may lose all these different things, but it's only to allow you to come back to your higher self and believe and have faith in what's to come next. Because the way that we see things, a lot of things that we see right now as individuals, it's an illusion, and it's a false illusion.
That's
It
right.
really is. It's a false illusion of what we see. And sometimes we just need to get our head smacked a little bit so we can start seeing straight.
It's
And
true. That's true. It is doing that. And if you notice, the gremlins come out when you're going on a higher vibration, is when those dark energies, they try to pull you back down. They try to make you feel you're not worthy. All negative things will come through you because they're trying to stop your light, you see. So you're being attacked, and they do come through. I'm telling you. I showed, but I'll show it again. Whoever's interested, my book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light. And I went through a lot of stuff. And still, like, I noticed when you're going through some ascension, they will test you, they will piss you off, they will do things because they don't want you to keep going up. They want to pull you down. And I
yes,
do believe in the different dimensions. They are lower dimensions, they are higher dimensions. So it depends on your vibration. Are you going up or down? And of course, we all do go down because we sometimes go down, but don't stay down. Keep flying like Kendall and you'll glow.
I'm trying over here. I'm trying, but as you said, as you're ascending, you have the energy vampires trying to drain you, and they're trying
Yes,
to bring you back, and they don't want to see you shining. Your light is disrupting their demons, and
that's right.
it's really disheartening sometimes, because me, the type of person that I am, I want to see everybody grow. I don't care about, any of the things that most people care about, especially when I'm looking at a person. I don't care if you're down here. I don't care if you're up here. I care
That's right.
about where you're at right here in your heart. And that's what it comes down to. And it gets saddened as an empath, as someone who feels everything. It breaks your heart that people that you love a lot of the times, or people that would turn around and not look at your growth as something other than competition to them, or you outshining them, and they will go to hurt you. But we also have to understand, with these spiritual depth, you can't do anything back to them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can't do anything back to them. And guess what? That's when you win.
That's
And
right.
that was one of the hardest things for me to learn. I've been attacked when I'm minding my business. And it's all things from my past and my past environment and what it is. And I accept that. But again, not retaliating, not going back and giving back that energy and recycling that negative energy. That's a part of the growth. That's a part
That's
of the
right.
spiritual death. You gotta, if you do that, if you go and you retaliate the way that they retaliate towards you, guess what? Guess what? It's gonna happen again.
It's a
It's gonna happen.
negative ball back and forth. Exactly.
Yes, if they put the ball in your court, now it's, what are you gonna do? You shoot your shot. Don't shoot their shot. You shoot your shot. What's your shot? Sometimes your shot is just take your ball and go home.
Exactly.
Sometimes that's what it is. Be humble, stay humble, and sometimes it hurts when you can't go and you can't give back that force. But that force is the same force that you can't bring with you to the
That's
next level.
right.
Needs to go. And as time goes and you heal, you're going to start to attract more lighter hearted people, more people that see you glow when you don't even see you glow. You're going to walk into the store, you're going to have conversations with elderly people and all the kind hearted angels that are out here disguised as humans. They're going to start to come into your life, and you're going to feel it, and you're going to know it, and you're going to want to be in these places more. You're not going to want to go and hang out in this spot over here where everybody talks about each other. You're going to go hang out more in this spot where everybody compliments each other, and they talk about ideas and talk about goals, and they talk about you and your life, and they actually care about your life, and they want to add value. So that's a part of the shift.
Hmm. That's right. And it takes a big person not to want to retaliate back, because our human instinct does want to tell them off. But it's true. If you do that, it's going to keep going back and forth, and then they'll just pull you down with them because you're going on their level. You know, you don't want to absorb their darkness. You want to actually try to brush it off you and head up.
I should see it from above and just we want to see it from the higher perspective, and we got to think about like what would my ancestors do? What would they do in this situation? And always stay connected to them. Always stay connected to your ancestors, all the higher beings that exist that we can't see. Stay connected to them. And when we get back to that thought process, when we stay there, we always make the right choice. Always.
Exactly. And also protecting ourselves because sometimes we don't always walk in a bubble, but there's also little things you can hold on to. Like if you like a gemstone you could wear or bracelet, something that protects your energy too. Pyrite is one of the best. It seals your aura and actually keeps the light inside instead of depleting. So that's a good one. But
Sitting
yeah,
is good too.
and you're doing great with your meditations. That's another good thing to go to do.
Yeah, meditate. Water is very important. Water is extremely important for me,
Yeah.
at least. I know this for
It's
me.
true.
I
It is. Yeah.
need water. When I'm not around the water, if I'm not indulging in it, I can tell. Um, so it always, especially salt water, just being near it, that refreshes my soul. It opens up my
Exactly.
mind, opens up my heart.
Yeah. Jimmy wrote that he said there are many veterans at Virginia in Northport that need to be healed.
Hmm.
So, what our advice? Also, prayers are very powerful because
Yeah.
God hears all prayers. We just pray for them that they find the light. I always pray that God sends them messengers, opens up their path. And actually, through meditation, you can beam somebody, the area, beam white light into the space, and people will absorb it. Um, if you even send someone energy, they can feel you. You know, there was one time there was grumpy old man in the train, and I felt bad for him. Everyone was being very nasty because he was actually being like that to them. So I just said a prayer and I visualized white light over them. And sure enough, he looked like his face softened because people absorb their energy. You know, instead of saying, "Hey, what's wrong with you, you moron," or, you know, talking down to them, you just send them beautiful energy and they do pick up whether they will feel it. You know, we all feel energy on some level. Some people aren't aware of it. So I always say, send a prayer and beam white light. You know, we all have the magic. We're all magical creators. And, you know, during our lifetime, instead of going down, try to be the positive in someone's life. Because
Yes.
my sister always told me, she's like, you know, just because someone is in a bad mood, we don't have to, we just pray for them and send them healing. That's what I do.
Yes. Powerful. Everywhere
Yeah,
you go, you can be the difference. You can be the light. And your
exactly.
consistency and you always being there and you always just softening, the brute force, eventually it starts to chip away.
Hmm.
Eventually, and it's tougher with older minds. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you can show them and keep
Hmm.
showing them until they have no other excuse other than to remember who they are. That's what it comes down to.
Exactly.
A lot of us have let our life forget who we are, especially when we get to an older age. It's tough, but they say, the most successful adult is the one who remembers how to love when they're a child. So, Jim, you got to keep being that love, and you're
Hmm.
always going to help these people. You're always going to help these veterans wherever you go. Promise.
Exactly. And Tony's right. She says, deep within the soul, you must go through it alone and you can't change it all. It's true. Sometimes we do want to change it, but, you know, things always pan out. That's the message I always got. When you
Yeah.
go through healing, doors will open. It can't stay stuck forever. God is going to answer you.
Yes. This
So
is true. This is
we're going to
very.
take, sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
I was just saying this is true.
Yeah. So we're going to take one more quick commercial break and we will be right back right after these messages. Stay tuned, everybody. Hi, I am Linda DeVitis. I am a psychic, clairvoyant medium, and certified healer. I have also written a book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light, which is available on Amazon, Barnes& and Nobles, and on my website, www.healingsonthego.com. If you would like to book an appointment with me, call me at 917-929-4935. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back with my special guest, Kendall Bell. Yay! Welcome, Kendall. You know, whenever you're on, this hour flies by.
Tell me about it.
It's
I was
like,
just I was just looking at the time, and we only have 15 minutes left.
exactly. My book is only $5.83. You can find it on my page. I'm not really allowed to say the others, but find it on my page. It's very cheap right now. Um, Go ahead. I
Yes,
can't
please
really
read the
say.
book. It's a good book. Um,
Yeah, I found mine on Amazon. So it's only $5.83. And you can find it out also on my website, healingsonthego.com. But people that purchased it from Amazon, it's on sale. So so anyway, um, house clearings. I know you always tell me you declutter, which is really good, Kendall, and I recommend it for everybody. I know with my daughter's toys and everything, there's a lot of clutter that we always try to empty out. I tell her whatever you don't want, throw out because everything gets stuck to energy. Energy looks like coils; they look like little balls, and I tell her you don't want to keep like stagnant energy. So it is very good to clear out the space. You do
yes,
it as well, don't you?
I'm in the process right now too. I did it the other day. It's like you gotta do it in sections. you know,
Exactly.
you
There's too
feel
much.
it,
Yeah.
you walk in, you feel it, you know it, you can feel it inside of you. It's like I gotta clean. I gotta do this. Just do it. Can't
Exactly.
procrastinate on it because it just gets worse and it just gets more nagging to you, and then you start to feel it even more.
Exactly. It's true. And sometimes, some people get used to it. Like, you just leave it like that. But space clearing is very good because everything comes through the door. So
Mm,
when the doorway especially has to be cleared, if it's not cleared, what happens? It's like a block. It looks because I see it in my vision, and when I see someone's door blocked, it looks like darkness. So I
mm,
always say, if you're too lazy to do your house, at least clean your doorway because
yeah,
that's where everything comes in. The door is
yeah.
the mouth to the house. He,
And
he says,
sometimes,
do you believe in aliens visited ancient Egypt?
do I
I do
believe in?
believe in aliens. Yes, I do. I believe they're all over. They're high beings, the Pleiadians, the series. We have to do another show on that.
Mm,
And basically, I believe that they're here to heal us, uplift our energy. A lot of people, the media puts in fear about, oh, the ETs are going to come in and attack you. But I believe in the higher ones. I'm sure they are lower dimension, like the Greys, I've heard, but that do abductions. I don't know if they're still entertaining that, but I focus on the higher beings, and I do believe that they're coming to Earth to beam the light. What's your opinion on it, Kendall?
we're all aliens. Let's get that straight. All right, we're all aliens. We're all just energy waves, and we're using these body vessels, and we're
Yes.
connected to consciousness. And I wouldn't fear aliens if I'm a good soul and I know that I have a role here. Because if again, people question if aliens exist. I believe that aliens exist, but I
Oh, yeah.
believe that they're not a threat to anybody who does not want to do any damage to the universe because everything is connected. I believe that they're a threat to the people that are shooting missiles and launching spaceships up into the sky and all this debris and having these offensive satellites in the sky, or people out here doing damage to the world, destroying oil mining, all these things. I believe that they're a threat to those people or to those entities, those things, but I don't believe that they're a threat to the ones that are out here spreading love, the ones that are out here keeping Mother Earth alive.
Right.
I don't. So that's how I feel on that. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're all aliens. Don't let these meat suits confuse you. You're
Exactly.
not you're here to define what this meat suit could be. You're not supposed to be confined within this meat suit. Tell yourself that this is who you are. You're an alien.
Exactly. He's asking of Jesus. There's a lot of stories on Jesus. Did he die on the cross or did he die as an old man in northern India, Kashmir area of India? I believe there's a lot of stories on Jesus. All I know is he is the master healer. He comes with love. I believe that certain things were changed, but that's my opinion.
I choose
I
to hold
think that
on.
they promoted more fear, like, oh, you laugh, you go to hell. It's all about hell.
Yeah,
But
I choose to believe in Christ consciousness. I believe if we can think like Jesus, think like Christ, then we keep Christ alive and we become Christ. I believe that that's how we operate as entities on this planet and in this realm. So if you believe in Christ or you whatever it is that you believe in, you're going to manifest. So if you harbor that energy, then that's what keeps you connected, and that's what keeps whatever you want to stay connected to alive. So,
exactly. I do believe in Jerusalem and the way Jesus, that he healed people, all
mhm,
that stuff. I
yeah,
just believe that a certain book, Solomon, they said was removed from the Bible. Who knows? They changed things, but the bottom line is that he did a lot of miracles and he's our master healer, that's for sure.
that's it. And it's about what you believe and having your own belief system. And that's one of the things that I see a lot is us. We have to form our own belief system. I wouldn't even say belief system, our own knowing, our inner knowing, and know that things can change on how we feel. Just because a person doesn't see it this way, that doesn't mean that, they're opposition. That doesn't mean that they're wrong. That just means that's their level of perspective. This is yours.
Right.
And if you have an open mind, an open heart, maybe we can learn something. Maybe we can learn something a
Exactly.
little more that's going to open up a door for us to go research. I am always open to changing my mind if it's going to make me a better person. So whatever your
Yes,
view is on anything, religion, the way you see people, the way you see genders, whatever it is, as long as it makes you a better person, it doesn't bring you back. It's yours. Own it.
exactly. Because I believe everyone's on a different level. Some people believe in different religions, and it doesn't make them bad. I feel like everything is a stepping stool. And again, like you said, as long as you're doing good, that's what counts. I mean, there shouldn't be any murder, there shouldn't be anything that's negative. I believe that even healing, everything is a different doorway, and we're all on different paths. Our soul picked different lessons to learn in this life. That's my perspective. That's what I remember before being incarnated in this body. I remember my spirit guide telling me these are going to be your parents. I remember my sisters so little, which I was not even born at that time. They're saying these are your sisters. So I believe that we did pick the general stage. Now, sure, a lot of it is we pick our decisions too, and everything comes with consequence. So it's like a mix for me because I remember, but just because I remember doesn't mean that I force myself for other people to believe because, that's what I saw. Now, you have your own thing and I respect it. you
See
know,
how that works? It's so
Exactly.
much easier. It's so much easier. And just be grateful, guys. Honestly, be very grateful for everything that you have and try to find the higher perspective. I recently just lost my cousin, little cousin, the other day, and it's opening up my mindset and my heart even more, to be more grateful for every single day and just try to see things from a higher perspective because just like that, we can be gone. And God rest her soul. I know that my mom is helping her ascend and my ancestors, and they're gonna help me become the greater version of myself as they're doing right now as I'm speaking with you. But I just want to share that with you guys. Don't look at the deaths that are happening around you as something that is going to destroy you. That's something that's going to empower you. Once you're done processing and healing, you're always going to have more guides and more angels beside you to help you.
Exactly. And you just gained an angel. Sorry for your loss because I know we know about the spirits crossing over, but it's still very hard. We're only humans who miss their physical form. even though
Yes,
you know they're on the other side, but it's still very sad. I'm
that's it.
sorry about that, Kendall. And says too, sorry for your loss, Kendall.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just again I try to take these things that are happening in the darkness and turn it into light. And this is something that I know that she would want me to share. She was very passionate. Her name was Amani. Um,
Uh,
and she was as passionate as they come. And I could feel her spirit. I could feel her pushing me out here. And just I had to share a little bit of her with you, and
yeah,
a little bit of what I see or what I take from her passing, because I know a lot of us are going through things like death and spirits, whether it's physical death, whether it's spiritual death. We're all going through it, and it's just about seeing the light in the situation. Always.
exactly. Yeah, and you're very observant. You pay attention to the signs. And I always tell people pay attention to what messages, because their spirit is trying to give us signs like, hey, we're okay. We didn't die. Our
Hmm.
body only died. So they're trying to either throw pennies or feathers or this and that. Some people pass it off like, oh, it's just, our imagination, even birds and all this and that. But the
Hmm.
spirit is trying to make us aware that they're safe on the other side. And, they're just a thought away.
This is true. And you'll feel them. And sometimes you'll get the chills, or you'll start thinking about, things that you did, memories, like that's just instance, or start dreaming. When they're in your dreams, you're definitely there with them. Don't wake up and doubt that. Wake up and smile, and don't touch your phone, and just embrace that moment, knowing that, you're able to still connect with your loved ones.
Yeah, exactly. They're never gone completely. Anne says, I love when Kendall comes on. I know. I should have him all the time.
We love you, and thank
He's the
you.
best. He really
Thank
is.
you. You're always you're always boosting my spirits with your light as well.
Yeah,
But light,
Anne is such a sweetheart.
she really
He
is, and
is.
I can feel your light without even seeing you. Just that's the power that you have within you, and so keep being you.
Yeah, she's a beautiful soul. Oh
Indeed.
boy. I can't believe it's only like 2 minutes left.
Oh
But
man.
I
I can,
know. Isn't that sucky? Well, I have someone else the next show. Maybe the following one you'll come back.
hey, whenever you call, I'll be there, Linda. Whenever you
Uh,
call.
my pleasure. Jim says, are all spirits good? Do you find some evil ones in your travel? I believe they're less evolved, like the lower dimensions, they're lesser evolved, and then the higher dimensions.
Yeah, and
I
in the
do
low
believe they're
dimensions.
negative ones, the yin and the yang, the good and the bad.
And they'll latch on to the negative, low vibrational entities in your life, and then you'll start to see those. You'll start to see those lower vibrational. You'll start to see these angels, or I believe they're all angels, but it'll come through people that have this inside of them. And you could be one of them. It could be people that are close. You could be people around you, but you'll see. I believe that people who are very negative are allowing demonic spirits into their life.
Exactly. You got to read my book, Jimmy. Go on my page. It's on sale, very cheap actually. That's like less than what I pay for them. But yeah, exactly. They come and and how do spirits talk through your mind? You're going to read my experience. They talk through your mind, and the negative ones will try to put things in your head. Yeah, it is too cheap. I'm like, what the heck? They reduced it to wholesale. But that's
Hey,
okay. I want more people to read about it.
that's it.
Uh, well, anyways, we're gonna have to go. But thank you, Kendall, so much for joining us. You'll be back again. You know you will.
I will be back. Thank you guys for
uh,
having me. I appreciate you. Thank you, Linda.
oh,
Blessings
my
to you
pleasure.
all.
Tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find me at rarebreed_617 on Instagram, Rare Breed Universe, all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, RAR3BR33D Universe. Angel
Thank you
numbers.
so much for being on. It's a pleasure. Thank you, Kendall. And we will
Yeah,
see you back on very soon. God bless you, Jimmy, and
please.
everybody. Have a great night,
Thank
and
you.
peace and love to each and every one of you. Good night, everyone.